Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Colorado head coach told me before the game, this is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. It's Lewis again. It's complete on the right side.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside, it's Young. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Trying to get through the noise. It's Lewis. Punts it out of the air. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll keep it on the ground. Here's a little room there. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
And the Buffaloes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Lewis looking down the middle. That pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Lewis to throw. Finds his target down the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Throwing, Lewis. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Pocket breaking down. They'll run the screen.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Buffaloes are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. A little screen to the running back. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Buffaloes have this offense rolling. Here's Lewis to throw. Finds his man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Welsh. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Lewis wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Here's the pressure. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. They bring the punter onto the field now.
On to punt it away.
Hauls it in at the 25. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Lewis unloads it left. He's got it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Buffaloes moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. Oh, he's got some space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. The Buffs now use their 3rd and final timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Lewis to throw. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Throwing. Lewis lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. Made the grab in the end zone.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Number 16, set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found. At the 18. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Cowboys! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
Here's Lewis to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. The offense changing the play. Here's Lewis. He fires a bullet to the right. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a...
Number 16, set to take this one.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. They'll stop playing momentarily for the injured Buff. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Lewis. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot.
Finding some room. Picks up the first down. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down, they'll open up the final period. To the ground, he's got it again. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he's knocked down. They'll stop playing momentarily for the injured Buff. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on third down. On the gun on third down, Lewis grabs it in the middle. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Throwing, Lewis. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. never a reason to panic. Just run your offense. Plenty of time here. Down one possession late in the fourth. Lewis wants to pass. And that is... Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one? It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with the Buffalo's head coach before the game. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Here's Lewis to throw. Fakes to grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Lewis to throw. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. Third down from the gun, Lewis. And he feels the heat coming and it burns it. Backed up now, here's second and long. Lewis, under fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the eight ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He makes a catch. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air again, Lewis. They're setting up the screen. There he goes. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
And he can make things happen, too. It's so important now. You see this all the time in college football. Running back by committee. This team has a lot of talent. They are a loaded backfield, and it's good to see this backup now getting some run in this game.
A first down run on the doorstep. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Catch in the middle, it's Moore. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play, clock running. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Throwing, Lewis. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Lewis wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Buffaloes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Young. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Got a man in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Colorado will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pressure coming, and they got it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's Lewis to throw. Hauls it in with one hand. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I tell you what, these gloves nowadays are amazing. You see this more and more. Who needs 2 hands? You just go up with one hand, pluck it, bring it down for the catch.
Looking left. He's got it. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Got a little grass. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Young. Looking for the end zone. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with his 2nd and goal. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Buffaloes! With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run inside. It's Young. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Lewis. Complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. On the ground, it's Young. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. These 2 teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Running inside, it's Young.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
The throw to the outside is complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Lewis. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his... The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Got room on the return. The 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. And he is finding wide open. Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. We've reached a defining point in the season. Week 8 in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Oklahoma State State's head coach told me before the game, this wide receiver has been unstoppable all season. He will be a huge part of their game plan today. The quarterback might be young, but they have put some things into their offensive game plan to make sure they're able to get the ball to their star player. He's been tearing up defenses all season long. Reese?
All right, Holly. The Cowboys headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Colorado's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays.
And I tell you what I love about the battle of these wide receivers, both these guys, they picked their spot. They came here for an absolute reason, to shine with their QB. Who can get on the same page early in this football game? Both these guys, Jesse, elite playmakers we've seen be ballers in college football.
Yeah, these portal receivers, they are explosive, and they give their offense a different dimension. And you know these guys are going to get their looks. They're going to get their throws, and I expect both guys to make a lot of plays in one-on-one coverage. What I want to see, when one of these guys gets doubled, who can go up and make the play even when the defense has the right play call? To me, that's going to be a big issue in this game. They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me.
There's some room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle?
Oh, look out on the right. And he just kept running and he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Colorado.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we...
Number 60, set to kick this one off.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Buffaloes will snap it on first and 10. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, picks on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
Lewis from the gun on third down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Throwing, Lewis sets up the screen. Turning it on. The 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Buffs. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have...
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Lewis to throw. Bringing the heat. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Here's Lewis to throw. Fakes to grab. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He might want another play. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
Lewis. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Trying to get through the noise. It's Lewis. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops. Get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Creates a little... Might have a chance. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Yeah, nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man, when you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Throwing, Lewis. Got his man out of the backfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. pivotal moment, perhaps even a decisive play coming on 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Didn't even come close to getting back to the line. He'll lose 8. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Here's Lewis to throw. It's caught. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third-down tries. This one might be a little tougher. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. Interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Four wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 1. Lewis throws toward the end zone, and it's picked. Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. It is week 8 of the EA Sports college football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Coach Eric Morris told me pregame he knows that they have got one of the best wide receivers in the country, highly rated and experienced, but a young quarterback. They have tried to put some things in this week that will help them get the ball to their best target on the field. We'll keep you posted as the game continues. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Throwing, Lewis. Got his man. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Buffaloes in a good spot here with second and short. On the move, it's Young. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Lewis wants to pass. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's Lewis to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And the Buffaloes are marching down the field. The run inside. It's Young. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He leaves it with his back. Got enough for the first. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. An explosive play in the running game. Moves the sticks for the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. And the Buffaloes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. No. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
Running inside, it's Young. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well. And
he's loose. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they've found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
Makes the grab. It's Welch. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Trips left, one wide receiver to the right on 2nd and 9. Lewis. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football. And guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Buffaloes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he breaks the plane. Touchdown, Buffaloes! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Here's Lewis. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And this is obviously...
They missed that 56-yard field goal, and now they'll pay for it by giving up good field position at the 39. Quarterback making checks. Throwing. Lewis unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. And he could not get loose on the run. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative play.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in the flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying...
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lewis on the play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Throws to the tight end, and it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Third down from the gun, Lewis. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Lewis to throw for it on fourth. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Lewis to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
Man, you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Complete in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
He's going to take a shot. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
This is a great play by the defensive back. And I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field. Your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your shoulder.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, you never even dream about this kind of start if you're a quarterback. That now his fourth interception.
The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Lewis. Fires to the wideout. And the... from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. We've reached a defining point in the season. We gate in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Buffaloes can really attack on this second and short. The run inside. It's Young. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Trying to get through the noise. It's Lewis. They've got the screen set up. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
The Buffaloes are rolling down the field. Delayed handoff. It's Young. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Zings it complete to the right. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Lewis. Here comes the heat.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I think that's a built-in play for this offense. You saw the pressure immediately get to the quarterback on first down. You get him sacked. Well, how do you slow down the pass rush? You run the screen game. You invite those guys upfield, let them run by, and then you throw it over their heads. So a lot of times this is about controlling that pass rush and not letting them pin their ears back on the quarterback.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Lewis unloads to the wide out. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the right. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off.
This offense starts deep in a hole. Lewis to throw. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Here's Lewis to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Young. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Might as well stick with him. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
3rd down from the gun, Lewis. Hauls it in. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. So now it's 2nd and long. Lewis. Oh, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his response.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On target. At the 35, he's open. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no...
Unloads it downfield. Upstairs, he's got it. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing. Lewis. Looking to the end zone. Picked off.
Most defenses are lucky if you have 1 good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and that is entered. Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Caught by Williams on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. The Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Here's Lewis to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous... Lewis wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Pulls it in. It's Atkins. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Lewis. Here's a heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Complete to Williams over the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Gonna run it. It's Young. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. They'll stop playing momentarily for the injured Buff. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The run inside. It's Welsh. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
New running back, same result. It's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He stopped short of the 1st down marker, but there is a flag, and that looked like a clear face mask to me. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Throwing. Lewis got his man in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Lewis to throw. using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession...
The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's Lewis to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Young. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Got his man on the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Complete to the right. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Young. Picked up maybe a yard, it's down at the 16. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line. Lewis gets it out quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Lewis from the gun on third down. Has it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
And, man, it's really nice when you start to have a QB that understands exactly what the situation is. Third down, like my execution, not try to make big plays. How can I move the sticks, get myself another set of downs? Nice job by the QB understanding that, being on the same page with his receiver, and getting a fresh set of downs.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Colorado!
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Throwing, Lewis. Setting up the screen. There he goes. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can...
Makes the grab in their space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line.
There's a crease. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. The run inside. It's Young. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Young. Turning it on. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The Buffaloes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. They want to run it left here. He has stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead the offense is out there on 4th down. 4th down, Lewis. Incomplete. Great place to start for this offense. Here's Lewis to throw. He's got him. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Going to the run, it's Young. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. On 4th and inches, maybe rethink things just for a moment. They call a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Here they come. Ball is at the 10, 4th and inches. Trying to get it to the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And I like it. No hesitation, belief in my offensive unit. 4th and short equals success for me. I want the touchdown now set up on a 1st and goal situation because of good physical play.
And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. A 1st down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
3rd down from the gun. Lewis trying to bull his way in. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Push ahead on the sneak. And he tried to sneak his way in there. I don't see a signal, and I don't think he made it. And the Buffaloes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Quarterback keeps it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Using the quick game. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Lewis. Rushes on him. can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
It's Lewis again. He lets one fly deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the gun on third down, Lewis. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He'll try to take it back. And he's dragged down after the interception. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lewis fires to the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Hands it off on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Quick completion on the out. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Play fake. Lewis fires on the move. Got him downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Pocket breaking down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bucks! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
Guys, I can't believe this. They must not trust their defense at all. They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to go for it here. You want to talk about a high-risk decision. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the chains, but there is a man still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air again, Lewis. Right on the money. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Gain of 17 on the play. That's a 1st down for the offense.
And the Buffaloes are flying down the field. Running inside. It's Welch. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Lewis. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to...
Touchdown, Buffaloes! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Buffaloes leap back on top.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Here's Lewis to throw. Got his man down the middle.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Lewis wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line. The pressure was rising. Drama just... They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. It's Lewis again. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll... Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. It is week 8 of the EA Sports College football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Reese Davis along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Buffaloes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right back to the well. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Really good job running the ball, getting that 1st down. Now here comes the tempo.
Using his legs, it's Young. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Lewis. Catch in the middle. It's Atkins. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Stumbled to the ground.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there. And because the QB got it to his guy early, he was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Trying to get through the noise. It's Lewis. He's got the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. Throwing. Lewis takes a hit as he fires. Finds his big tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Play action with Lewis. Fires to the tight end. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. Off play action. On the move to his left. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Young. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's Lewis to throw. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. Power ahead. And he's in! Touchdown, Colorado! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Young. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but I think just...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, Lewis. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Colorado will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout here. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. To the air again, Lewis. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Lewis throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throwing, Lewis. It's complete to the right. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Fires to the big fella. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the 2nd half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Slithers into space. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
It's dropped. Here's Lewis to throw. Firing to the right, complete.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll run the screen. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Lewis wants to pass. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. Here's Lewis. Throws to the wideout. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. That, friends, is a busted play. And
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Lewis. It's complete on the right side. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Running inside. It's Young.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
Yeah, and you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. And a lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now, forcing a third down.
Throwing, Lewis. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Near the 3-yard line. First and goal. Colorado.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Buffs! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his...
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Get it out on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down, get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Number 16, Celtic kicking.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Here's Lewis to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lewis to throw. Dangerous screen into traffic. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. On the gun on third down, Lewis. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because...
Wait just a second. They're going to go for it here. And, man, if they don't get it, it brings losing into the equation. Lewis to throw for it on fourth. Fires left. Bust through behind his pad. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Lewis on the play action. The throw. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Buffaloes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. It's Lewis again. Makes the grab.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Right back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
3rd down from the gun, Lewis. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. The return never really got started, but boy, he has... They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Lewis. Going over the top. Incomplete. The final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. They get on the board.
Talk about striking first and creating some momentum in overtime. The first play, you take it to the house and you flip the whole game and put all the pressure on the other sideline. Palmer, that's how you start an OT.
Yeah, David, that's just 11 guys on offense locked in. First play, score a touchdown, put all the pressure on your opponent. They understand what it's going to take to win this football game.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Throwing. Lewis fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Lewis wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Third down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. Here's the pressure. On target to the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, first and goal.
First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. He caught it. Touchdown, Buffaloes. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Play fake, Lewis. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Third and long, and they'd love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. Lewis from the gun on third down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. This is one of the best games we've called this season, a thriller, and it comes down to the wire.